Michael? Michael, don't leave me.
Donna.
Michael?
Donna, honey, what's wrong?
Michael. Oh.
Oh. That
It was my father. He came back from the dead. Then he was trying to break us up all over again. Oh, please, please don't let him come between us.
He's starting to look a lot like my father.
Your father?
The eyes. The cheekbone.
Huh? I don't know, Peter.
There. Can't you see the resemblance?
Well, you know, they say that babies at this stage sort of could look like anyone. I read that.
How convenient for you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm just saying you're one lucky lady. You've got a husband, a beautiful baby, a secure future.
Yes, I am very lucky.
Unlike Kathleen McKinnon.
Why? What happened?
Bad news. They found Cass Winthrop.
Company?
Yeah. Everybody's worried about you.
Okay. Who do I take on first? Come on, guys. Who do I take on first?
MJ told us the story, Kathleen.
Including the battle on the beach?
Oh, yeah.
Good, then I don't have to repeat myself.
We're terribly sorry.
For what? Got jilted for another woman. Happens all the time. Say la vie.
Well, not in one of my books.
Yeah, but your books all have happy endings.
No, not all of them. At least they make some sense.
As far as I'm concerned, this makes perfect sense. I just didn't want to believe it till it came up and smacked me in the face. And then I smacked him in the face, and... What's that? Pop Snow?
Yeah, I told him last night.
What was his reaction?
Silence. Stony silence.
It's not like pups.
Well, I think he's worried about you. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy one, too.
What are you going to do?
Oh, I have lots of plans.
Kathy, maybe you should take it easy. Yeah, I think you need time to get over this.
I don't want to sit around all day.
Well, then come over to my house. We can go shopping.
Oh, so I am going to have to take you on all at once, huh?
Well, we're not trying to
All right.
fight.
I think the best thing for you to do right now for me is to pick up my life where I left off. Free Cass Winthrop.
Good morning.
What, is Her Royal Magnificence doing the chores this morning?
Well, I'm doing the ones that get me close to you. There you go.
I don't know if I should eat this, Cecile.
Why not?
Because the last time you served me breakfast in bed, some very strange things happened.
What do you mean?
You're very clever, Cecile, but I do catch on eventually.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. What a sly lady you are.
Is that a compliment?
Are you fishing for one?
Are you answering my questions with a question?
I'm sorry, it's an old habit of mine. One I picked up from you.
No, you didn't pick it up
Yes,
from
I
me.
did.
No, you did not. We just happen to be very alike. Birds of a feather.
I'm a little chickadee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to taste this until you do.
You still don't trust me, do you, Cass?
One can't be too careful, can one?
absolutely delicious.
You drugged me yesterday.
Don't be silly.
And then you arranged that whole little scenario down on the beach, didn't you?
How could I possibly have done something like that?
Like I said, a very sly lady.
Well, now, just suppose that you're right. What about it?
Well, that wouldn't have been very nice of you, Cecile.
Well, maybe I just couldn't help myself.
I bet.
Would that mean that we'd be back to square one?
Oh, no. No, no. Square one is just that. Square. Very, very square.
Story.
He probably panicked at the thought of marriage. Cecile was his only way out. Although I will never know what she sees in him.
It just doesn't make any sense. He went all the way to the altar.
Yeah. It was cutting it rather close.
Poor Kathleen.
Well, she'll get over it.
She must be hurting badly.
Yes, but look at it this way. She's probably just saving herself a lot of trouble. Most marriages don't survive anyway.
How can you say something like that?
Say what?
Is that how you think of our marriage as something that won't survive?
I'm just quoting statistics, Brittany.
Since when have you gotten so cynical?
Rather recently.
What are you trying to say to me, Peter? Really?
Maybe cynical's the wrong word. Maybe I'm finally getting realistic.
Don't you listen to him. Don't you listen to him. No. Looks like it's just you and me against the world. Were there any calls last night? Did Catlin come back?
No.
So there's no word on Victoria?
Donna, if there was any news breaking, Catlin would have called.
I slept terribly last night.
You think your dreams about your father had anything to do with Victoria?
How?
Well, just that he took Victoria away from you once, and now she's gone again.
Do you think we'll find her today?
I hope so. It's just that each day she's gone makes it harder to trace her.
Come in.
Morning.
Hello?
Any news of Vicky?
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, I think I better be getting back to work.
Michael. First, you'd better tell me what you've been up to.
What's that?
A letter from our bank in Switzerland. It says Michael Hudson's been doing some research into our accounts.
That's right.
Would you mind telling me why?
I have my reasons, Peter.
I see. Well, Michael, I'd appreciate it from now on you'd keep out of love family affairs.
Well, that's tough, Peter, because from now on, the love family affairs happen to involve me.
Please, don't sit around and worry about me all day. Well, we can't help it. I mean, we're your friends. We can't help how we feel. Look, I love you all. I really do. But I know what's best for me. So I'd really appreciate it if you could just, give me stay out of my way and let me do what has to be done. I'm fine. Really.
Why am I worried? Kathleen, stubborn hardly covers it. Boy, it just seems like yesterday she was trying this wedding dress on.
She worked so hard to be able to walk down that aisle. She went to the gym every single day. What happened here? I've seen weddings canceled, but I've never seen a fiancé be quite so cruel. I guess Cass was planning to run off with Cecile all the time.
Oh, I can't believe this.
When you saw him on the beach, how was he acting?
He was all over Cecile. It was like Deborah Carr and Burt Lancaster and From Here to Eternity. What was his expression when he finally saw Kathleen?
Well, I don't know. We were kind of far away, but he looked like he was sort of taken by surprise.
Well, did he say anything to her when you got closer?
Well, he looked like he was trying to say something, maybe make an excuse. Before he could say much anything, Kathleen ducked him. He deserved it.
I don't know. You really sure about that?
Oh, come on, Felicia. You can't justify that.
I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe it's just some bizarre kind of
They
misunderstanding.
were rolling around together in the surf. Come on.
Look, are you sure that maybe they weren't playing with some sort of beach ball or something?
No. No way, not even close. Felicia, we just can't kid ourselves. We know what he was up to.
Rachel, you don't understand. I love Kath. I don't want to believe that he's capable of something like this.
Felicia, he's selfish. He always has been.
But with Kathleen, I thought maybe he might settle down. You know, that he could really be a one-woman man.
But I guess not.
I really needed to believe that he could change.
I felt like I slept for a year last night. Everything is so much clearer to me this morning.
Oh? Were you thinking about me?
No, Kathleen mostly.
As usual.
I'm afraid yesterday was a real turning point in our relationship.
I think she was awfully cruel to you yesterday on the beach.
Made me realize a few things.
Such as?
Well, first of all, I had no idea she had such an effective right hook.
And what else?
I don't know if I want to talk about it, Cecile.
Oh. Well, let me guess. How about, you just couldn't believe you were engaged to someone who was so hopelessly, middle class?
No, not at all. Kathleen has edited some big magazines. When I met her, she was living in New York City. She's sophisticated.
Oh, yeah, right. But deep down, underneath, the girl's just a tacky redhead from the south side of Bay City.
Cecile, you don't even know her, really.
Look, all right, fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being that way. Just wrong for you.
No, wait a minute.
All right, look. She would have made the perfect little wife. Be a mother 2.3 times. Be a whiz at changing diapers and shopping the malls. But that's not you, darling. That is not what you need.
Kathleen and I had a very different relationship. We never once went to a mall.
Well, she's not stupid. She was waiting until after she got married. Living for the day she could sign your name to a revolving charge account.
Buying golf clubs for Father's Day.
A shag rug for the playroom.
An electric lawnmower.
A food processor.
And then one day, a station wagon.
Ah! Horrors! That's not my Cass Winthrop. That is an outrageous violation of everything you stand for.
You know, maybe you're right.
No, maybe. I am right.
It's hard to be objective about this, Cecile. Because of all that Kathleen and I have been through together.
Darling, you're lucky you got out alive. Oh, please. Married men all turn into their fathers-in-law. It's their tragedy.
Turn into this? God help me.
I'll help you. That's why I'm here.
Oh, I feel like this enormous load is being lifted from my shoulders.
Yeah? Come on, let's do something you can't do with the kids in front of the TV, huh?
Cecile, this show gets rated X when I say it gets rated X.
Michael, what gives you the right to go poking around into our finances?
Peter, you were getting robbed blind. I had to take some action.
Look, it's my business. I'll handle it.
Fine. You do it your way. Tell you what, you think you can get that money back? Great, buddy. Good luck.
Peter, if Michael can use his influence to help us get our money back, why don't you let him?
I have it in writing, Donna. Once the proper documents are on file, the balance of the funds may be transferred to a bank in Bay City.
Can I see that letter?
Be my guest.
Right. See the signature?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I know the signature of every officer at this bank. who's authorized to sign a check for $1 million or a PR statement or anything. This guy is a fraud.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Tell you what, Peter. You go ahead and handle it, okay? But you're about to be had.
Kath, what's come over you?
I told you. Things are starting to come into perspective here for me.
What, you've turned into a celibate monk?
No, not at all. I'm just trying to get my priorities straight here. Look, I still have strong feelings for Kathleen, but at the same time, I realize that I have to be realistic.
That's right. I mean, it never would have worked, so why bother?
Now, it might have worked, Cecile, if it hadn't been for what she saw on the beach yesterday. She'll never accept it, and she will never, ever forgive me.
Trying to live up to Kathleen's expectations. That really wasn't you, was it, Kath?
Just have to stop thinking about Kathleen.
Oh, my goodness. What could we possibly get you to think about instead?
Enjoying myself?
Mm-hmm. With, anyone in particular?
Thought I'd start by enjoying my coffee, and then enjoying the surf and the sun and the sand and the
Then
sea.
what? Then what?
I don't want to rush into anything, Cecile.
Fine. What happened to old Mr. Life in the Fast Lane?
Hey, maybe he just wants to relax a little, have a good time here in paradise.
Okay. Fine. That can be arranged. This isn't Bay City. No one here to make any demands on you that you can't fulfill.
And this is very true.
All you have to do here is just lie back and enjoy the sun and the sand. Do what comes natural.
Fine. And I will. Just stick around, and you'll find out.
Okay? I will.
In fact, you're not going to know what hit you.
Things are going well?
I don't know. I'm just not sure.
Well, why not?
Because I know Cass, and I know that he's very clever.
Oh, so you think he's trying to deceive you?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I trust him. What are you going to do? I'm going to test him, Gloria. And I'm going to use you.
Me?
Yes. I want you to see if he's really sincere. See if he really wants me. I mean, he seems to be ready for love, but it could be a trap.
Do I get to enjoy this little test?
It's the test of attitude, Gloria.
Oh, of course, Your Highness.
I will be conducting the physical exam.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Hi. The case of the disappearing bridegroom is closed.
That's not why I'm here.
Oh, you came for an apology?
No.
Okay, the whole time I was there, I was antagonistic, and I got in your way. You were right, I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
It's understandable.
You did a great job, and I really should have had more faith in you.
I'm sorry things turned out this way.
Well, it's not your fault, obviously. But I appreciate your coming by and telling me that. Thank you.
Well, actually, the real reason I came by was to speak to MJ. Things are getting a little hot for you down at the precinct.
What are you talking about? What does he mean?
He means I've had it. I'm finished, right?
Of the next part of Another World.
MJ, what are you talking about?
I wasn't supposed to go to St. Thomas. But you were working on Cass.
No, but they wanted to send Adam along. Want some coffee?
Yeah, thanks.
MJ, you did so much work on this case.
I know, but Lieutenant Samuels thought I was getting personally involved. So what? You found cash.
Right. What more could they want?
He also thought I was neglecting my other cases.
Which really wasn't true. Because you turned that Lawrence report in before you got on the plane.
Yeah, well, I'm a bad example, you know? Lieutenant Samuels thinks if he lets me get away with this, there'll be no more discipline on the force ever.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I mean, he's not going to punish you for this, is he?
I'm afraid he might.
What do you say?
Well, if I was you, I'd sit down with him. Try to get him to see your side. You know, personally, I think he's overreacting, but...
Wait a second here. Are they going to fire you?
No.
Because I'm not going to let that happen, MJ.
Well, relax. It's not like that. Now, look, MJ, I invited Samuels by here this morning on the way down to the station.
Here, why?
Because I thought maybe a home setting might help to remind him that he's dealing with a human being, not just a bunch of rules and regulations.
Oh, it's Max. He said he was going to pick me up here.
Is there anything that we can do to help?
No, thank you.
No, I think we need to do all the talking.
Hello, Kathleen. I heard what happened. I'm very sorry.
I'm okay.
If there's anything you need, anything I can do to help.
Thank you. I may just take you up on that. I plan to be very busy, the most busiest, most productive woman in Bay City. I'm going to be so busy I won't have time.
Not bad at all.
I knew you'd like it.
Where did you get all this stuff?
Bay City? You know, you could have put it on at any time.
Yeah, well, I was never really in the mood.
Aha, but you are now?
Well, I decided that I'm going to stick around for a little while.
Really? I guess that means no more escape attempts?
Now, who would want to escape from you? You know, I feel as though I hardly even know you.
Well, I'll say you're more relaxed.
You know, I hate to admit it, but maybe Cecile was right. Look what I've got going for me here.
Well, you know, you've certainly changed your mind awfully fast.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there is no place like home, but hey, this is paradise.
So you do miss Bay City?
Less and less.
Oh, I'm sure the Queen will be pleased.
Sure, I could really learn to enjoy myself here.
You know, she was right. Everything she's done has been for your own good.
Well, now, I don't know if I'd go that far.
So you still don't trust her?
No, not totally, not Cecile. But I will say this much for her. She certainly got me over Kathleen.
Really?
Really. She was right all along. You saw that guy in the boat with her? The one that looked like an underfed Warren Beatty? Mark my words, they are an item.
Hey, do you really think he looked like Warren Beatty?
The guy is a flatfoot. Here I am, busting my hump to get out of here and get back to her, and she's making time with a civil servant. Sayonara, Kathleen.
See? Now that must be a relief.
Are you kidding? I'm ready to party. I'm ready to step out. Hey, is the yacht still moored in the cove?
Sure.
Why don't we take it out for a cruise somewhere? Really live it up.
I think that can be arranged.
Well, what are you waiting for? Come on. Go round up the rest of the crew.
Okay. Okay.
It's going to be great to have a little fun around here for a change. And to run the show for a change.
Well, what's the verdict? He passed the test.
With flying colors?
Well, he's a little suspicious of me still.
What about Kathleen?
He's over her.
Gloria, are you sure?
I think so. I mean, he thinks that she's going out with that policeman. I don't think he's ever going to be able to forgive her.
Oh, sometimes I'm so clever, I frighten myself.
He says he wants to go out on the yacht now and start enjoying himself.
Yeah, that's what he says. But what does he really want?
Power, money, you know, the good
Gloria,
life.
does he want me?
Well, if I may say so, Your Highness, he's always wanted you. But he's just been too afraid to admit it to himself.
Is he admitting it now? Does he really want me?
Does he ever?
Welcome home, Cass.
Oh, cute outfit.
Thank you. When in paradise, dress is a paradisian's dress.
So I hear you want to take a little boat ride.
Any objections?
No.
Good. Then let's go.
Hey, hold on a minute. What's the rush?
Well, I just want to get out there before the sun gets too hot.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What's the matter? Can't take the heat?
You do arouse old memories, Cecile.
Well, about time. Can be that way again, too.
No. I want to create new memories. Memories that are going to make the old ones pale in comparison. Oh, boy, am I hungry.
Well, that makes two of us.
All in good time, my sweet. All in good time.
What are you doing to me? What? I want you. Now!
Oh, no, Your Highness. You want a lot more than just me.
Peter, what's wrong with you? If Michael can help us get our money back, for heaven's sakes, why not let him?
Donna, what he's saying is this letter is fraudulent. Frankly, I'm having a hard time believing that.
Fine. Then I'll tell you what you do. You call up this officer here, and you try to set up a business meeting. I guarantee you he will put you off. And you know why? Because he's got nothing to do with financial operations.
But how can the bank let that happen?
I have a feeling it has more to do with personal reasons than financial reasons.
What personal reasons?
I don't know, Peter. It's all a big puzzle right now, and I don't have all the pieces.
Michael, you keep playing with your puzzle, all right? I'm going to secure these arrangements and get our money back.
Peter, good luck. And when you run into trouble, I guarantee you will. Try and find out who owns the bank. That's the real mystery.
I don't expect to have any trouble.
Ellen.
Yes. Well, good morning. Good morning.
Well, just the person I wanted to have a little chat with. Would you hold this for me, please, Tom? Bridget, come right this way. I think we should have a little conversation here.
Mr. Michael, I left something on the stove.
Oh,
It's
really?
burning.
Oh, well, no, those are my questions. I have to know you're coming. Come right this way.
Michael, I promise you I'll let you know the minute I heard from Victoria.
No, this is not about Vicky. Come
What
on.
is it about?
Sit, Bridget. This is about your father, Reginald Love. Now, Bridget, you obviously knew him, right?
Yes, I knew him.
Okay. After he sold Victoria to the Carsons, did he ever get in touch with you?
Oh, yes, he communicated with me several times. He wanted to know if Miss Victoria was being brought properly.
Mm-hmm. When was the last time he contacted you?
Oh, it was years and years ago. Victoria was just a wee thing then. And then I heard he died.
And then what, Bridget?
Well, may God forgive me. I was relieved.
So you didn't like Reginald Love?
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Well, what was your impression of him?
Well, he was wealthy and powerful. And
Bridget, you're not answering my question.
I hope you don't think I'm rude.
Bridget, we know he was a difficult man. Please be honest with us.
He frightened me.
Why?
But he seemed like he was a man who always had to be in control. And if people didn't do what he wanted them to do, he just crushed them. It was terrifying.
Well, I think we all agree with you there.
No, just you. I just want you, pure and simple. That's all there is to it.
I don't believe you.
Well, are you deaf and blind? Deaf. I made a mistake with the king. You made a mistake with Kathleen. Let's just put all of this behind us, shall we?
Kathleen is behind me.
Well, then what's the problem? I mean, why
Why don't we just sort of move ahead? What?
I want a commitment from you, Cecile.
No problem.
A firm one.
You got it.
That was too easy, Cecile.
Cass, what do you want from me? You want me to go write it down on a piece of paper? You want me to affix my little seal, my royal seal? I'll do it. Whatever you want.
I want something better than paper. I want to be sure.
My darling, just relax. We are going to have a fabulous life together.
How fabulous. Show me. Prove it.
These things happen, Rachel.
I'm sorry I just don't buy that.
We're all human. We all have faults.
Mac, leaving somebody at the altar goes far beyond fault.
You know very well it doesn't usually turn out like that.
We've been through an awful lot in our marriage, but if you ever left me...
Now, hold on a minute, Rachel. You yourself have had a few changes of heart over the years. Yes, true. Now, look at us. We've survived. Maybe Cass will come home. He and Kathleen will survive, too. Hello, Kathleen.
Kathleen.
The maid just let me in.
I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Well, it's only natural. But I don't think that Cass will come back. And if he does, well, he won't come back to me because I won't let him.
You sure about that?
As sure as I've ever been of anything in my entire life.
Well, whatever happens, you're one fine, strong, talented, beautiful woman in my book.
How about in your magazine?
Bravo?
I'd like my old job back.
Hey, I thought you'd never ask.
Why do you always have to go by the book?
Because if you break the rules for one person, you're going to have to break them for everybody, and before long, chaos.
Yeah, but you're always making exceptions.
Not when I give a clear-cut order and it is openly disobeyed.
You don't have to fight this for me, Adam.
Look, before you left for St. Thomas, did you clear off your desk?
Yes?
And you turned in the Lawrence report,
It's
right?
not going to make
right?
any difference.
She's right, Corey. I don't care if she wrapped up 50 cases. When your lieutenant says, stay put, you don't move a muscle.
Okay, fine if you're on the street or if you're in the middle of an operation.
Anywhere, Corey, in the office, in the storeroom, on the shooting range, even on your lunch break. If you can't follow orders, you don't belong on the force.
McKenna's got a fine record. It's not like she's done this before.
Did I not warn you, MJ?
Yes, you warned me, sir.
Go to St. Thomas and you'll be back in uniform walking a beat. Was I clear?
Very clear. Sir.
Okay, you made your point. But look, you've got to admit, if there was ever a situation that deserved an exception, this is it.
I don't even want any exceptions made for me.
That's the right attitude.
But I don't want to be back in uniform either.
I know you don't, but there's nothing I can do.
Look, Lieutenant, I don't mind a cut and pay. Give me a cut and pay. The idea of not being a detective anymore? I'm a good detective.
I'm aware
I
of
work
that.
a lot of hours. I put in a lot of overtime, and I'm not even on the clock. I feel like I can contribute something to the force. I feel like I really make a difference.
Yeah, it's like, what good is she going to do on patrol?
To me, not much, but maybe she'll learn something about being a team player.
She is a team player.
Then she needs a refresher
Look,
course.
please, Lieutenant. This job is really what gets me going in the morning.
You know, this isn't easy for me. I've lost a lot of sleep these past few days, but I have no other choice. Now, you're free to say no and resign the force, but I hope you'll stick it out. You're a good cop, McKinnon. I'd hate to lose you. I'm really very sorry. See you later, Corey.
Yeah. MJ,
Sticking up for me, Adam?
hey, look at me, will you? Come on, it's my fault, too.
No. I had to St. Thomas on my own. The decision was entirely...
I should have stopped you. I should have thrown you off that plane. Kathleen isn't the only one you've hurt. God, if I ever meet this guy, God, I think I'll be sorry.
This is ridiculous.
No, it's just a little demonstration of my trust, darling.
What? What is?
This, you said you didn't trust me. Well, I'm going to prove you wrong. Yes, I am.
This better be good, Cecile.
You said you wanted a fabulous life? Well, you're
Yeah.
just going to have to search for it.
Well, why don't you give me a hint? Where should I start?
Well, it's in a place that's rather close to my heart. A place that you've always been rather fond of.
Hmm.
Close, yes.
Oh. Am I getting warm?
Could be, could be.
Warmer?
Yes.
Warmer?
Uh-huh.
Very hot.
I just can't believe you're still upset.
Well, maybe because I don't find it as unlikely as you do.
Have a little faith.
I am trying to, Mac. I've never seen a love like that. But for a man to turn around and betray a woman like that.
You know sometimes it's the other way around.
Oh, most often it's a man.
Have you got any statistics on
I
that?
don't need statistics. What Cass did to Kathleen was unbelievable. It was frightening. I have never seen a woman love a man like that.
I'm not going on with this argument any
I'm
longer.
not arguing with you.
Interrupting something.
Yes, not a minute too soon.
Mac!
I can come back.
No. No, come on in.
Are you sure?
Come in, come in, come in, come in. How's the baby? How are you?
The baby's fine. Nobody else in that house is. Something very strange is going on there.
What, exactly?
Peter is very cold. He's very mean. He's obviously keeping something from me.
And you have no idea what it is? Brittany, come on. We're friends. Why don't you be honest with me? Brittany, if I know that baby is not Peter's, other people would know that too.
Rachel, I'm so scared.
I'm so scared we're never going to see Victoria again.
Donna, we're going to find her.
But she's been gone for almost...
Look, there's no way she's going to elude Kathleen Ewing, the cops, and me. I promise you we'll have her back in this house in a couple of days.
And when we do find her, you're going to leave, aren't you?
Well, Donna, I am angry enough to leave after what you did to Jake McKinnon.
But I didn't go through with anything, Michael.
That's only because you got caught red-handed. I mean, having that scum doctor those photos.
All right, it was a mistake.
It was unconscionable, Donna.
You're really going to leave, then?
Donna, it may be necessary to leave you. But it won't be easy.
All right, let's blow this pop stand. The high seas await us and all that sort of thing.
Once we get on that yacht, we're starting a whole new life together. Just the two of us.
Think of all the times we dreamed about this. We dreamed that someday we'd be living like this.
Oh, yes. I have waited so long for this. And now, it's finally happened. Okay. This is a symbol of my trust. The crowning glory of the crown jewels of Tangier. But above all, a symbol of my love and devotion. And now I have you exactly where I want you.
On a chain. No, Cecile. No chains for me. I'm in control from now on. And don't you ever, ever forget it.
Are you really sure you want to do this, Kathleen?
Absolutely.
Honey, it's such a beautiful ring. Felicia, Well, I was just remembering, and I bought it for Cass when he was hiding out from the mob. Sorry. I'm sure you don't want to hear this.
Well, look, just take the ring down to the Diamond District and get whatever the best price that you can get for it and make the check payable to St. Mary's Church.
Don't you think you ought to wait on this?
Sister Margaret needs the money for the school.
Well, I think you are rushing this, Kathleen.
It's over, St. At least there will be one thing that Cass did that will do some good in the world here. Feel better already.
Later today on Flamingo Road, a woman with a sordid past tries to seduce Skipper. Don't miss it at 3:30, but now stay tuned for Santa Barbara. Coming up next on TV6.
Life in Nicaragua, a shortage of food, a lack of medical care, the threat from the Contras, and the power of the church. Tonight on NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.
Join us each weekday for the continuing story of Another World.